Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my spring cleaning routine. I'm going to be sharing my cleaning tips, hacks, organization ideas, and my favorite cleaning products that I like to use throughout my home. I'm going to be starting off in my kitchen, get into some of my main living areas, different cleaning systems that I have throughout there. I'll share my process of what I like to do daily, weekly to keep my home clean and organized. And then there's some different rooms that I want to tackle as well. So let's go ahead and get started with cleaning my kitchen. So when cleaning my kitchen, the first thing that I always do is unload my dishwasher. I always run my dishwasher right before I go to bed and unload the dishes first thing in the morning. That way dishes don't pile up throughout the day, and I always put them right into the dishwasher and don't let them sit in my sink. So one thing that's made cleaning so much easier in my kitchen and allows me to maintain a good organization system is this highly organized under the sink storage system that I made. I did a whole video on this, but having this little Lazy Susan with all of my cleaning products makes it so that I don't have excuses for what I want to clean, because I have stainless steel products, this Barkeeper's Friends that I like to use for my sink, some different products that I like to use for my countertops, my little Scrub Daddy sponge that TikTok made me buy several of, little microfiber towels on my dishwasher pods. That way it's easy to always do dishes. And I love having my soaps off of the sink. Having this little sink storage is so much nicer. It just makes it look really prettier. I have my trash bags here. That way whenever I take out the trash, immediately I just grab a new trash bag. And I have more sponges here. So this is, as long as you have all your cleaning products organized, that's step one of actually using those products to keep the rest of your house clean and organized. So I highly recommend that. I'll have all of these items linked below. This is actually really game changing because it makes it a lot easier habit for me to just grab something. In here I just have diluted pine sol. If I spill something on the floor, I could just spray it onto my floor, wipe it up really quickly, and that way my floor doesn't get sticky or gunky or anything. So that is my number one tip. It's just to have designated areas with all of the products you need to clean that room, high traffic areas. So here we're gonna go in to clean my stovetop. I like to use this Mrs. Meyer's spray. And then we're just gonna take our little Mrs. Meyer's spray and get to cleaning the sink, get all these removed. I do like to scrub down my stove top when I feel like it needs it. I want to give you a time saying oh, every week or every month or every 2 weeks or something, but honestly it's just when it needs it. Right now I feel like I don't really need it. I could just wipe it down, but I do want to get some of this under the sink and wipe this down too. So I feel like we all have an area that we avoid cleaning, and this is mine right above my stovetop. I forget about this until I'm scrubbing all of this and I see the splatter stain. So I honestly don't have the energy to go through it super deeply because it will get completely messy again in just a couple days. But I like to wipe it down. I just use the same Mrs. Meyer's spray and make sure that it's not a lot of buildup and easy to maintain. I actually should turn off these lights because I've made that mistake before where it heats up and I don't want to cause a fire hazard or anything. But I just want to make sure I get the majority of the grease out of there. It looks really gross. So I also always try to make sure that I wipe down at least the majority of my kitchen cabinets whenever I am. Maybe not every time I'm cleaning the countertops because I end up cleaning them about daily, but at least once a week because they can get a little bit grimy. Sometimes when I'm moving food around, there'll be oil spills or something, so I just try to wipe these down fairly often too. So I try to do that pretty often so none of these stains end up like setting, and that way I don't have to like scrub them down for like an hour. So just a quick wipe down. Basically catch messes before they become like too big or overwhelming, when they turn into like a project. And that way it's just like a little 1 minute routine, and it doesn't have to be like a long thing. So for my sink, I'll use the Dawn Power Wash daily, sometimes a few times a day as I'm doing dishes. This is my favorite cleaning product of all time. And then on a weekly basis, I'll scrub it down with the Scrub Daddy and the Barkeeper's Friend. This adds a lot of shine and just kind of restores the look of my sink. And I always finish it off with a disinfecting spray, just because I feel like it makes it a little bit more clean. I'll always follow the same process for my kitchen island sink. And then I spray down my kitchen island daily. It definitely gets dirty really quickly. Whenever we get packages, we always open them on there, and it just ends up getting pretty dirty. So I wipe it down. I like to use this Windex that has vinegar. I feel like it gives it the most shine. It doesn't leave any streaks. So for my living room, I have this Bissell little hand vacuum. I need to get a full-size vacuum because I'm about to use this on my floor. Just to see if there's any spots, like with my dog's toys. Sometimes the toys shed. My dogs don't shed, but their toys, like the little strings and stuff, get all over the place. So I like to vacuum the couch, vacuum all the furniture, and then vacuum most of the rug, at least the high traffic areas around the rug as well. I also love to use this hand vacuum for any fabric surfaces in our home, our couches, our dining room chairs, our mattresses. It just helps them keep clean. If there's any stains, I like to use this fabric spray that was recommended by Restoration Hardware. It's on Amazon. I'll link it below. And then also, because we have white couches, the best thing about them is that you can remove the outer liner and get it dry clean. So we've got it dry clean once already, and it makes it look so brand new. So I end up doing that about 2 or 3 times a year, but this helps maintain it in between. I also need to get a bit better about maintaining the cleanliness of our mud room with the seasons changing. I never put away my winter coats, so they all piled up in here. I just had to put some away, and I always like to vacuum the cushions as well. My dog likes to sit up on there, and we always end up putting our shoes on here. So I also wiped down all of the drawers too, because sometimes they get dirty from our shoes. So for mopping, I like to rotate between this O-Cedar mop and my Swiffer Wet Jet. I normally use the Swiffer for like quick cleanups day to day if I'm just doing the kitchen, and I prefer to use it for my bathroom just because if I'm just cleaning the bathroom, I don't need to do like a whole mopping system. But whenever I'm doing like an entire floor, I'll do the O-Cedar because it just gives you a deeper clean. So this comes with a mop, and it has like 2 buckets. So here's where all of the clean water goes, and then you can like rinse out the mop in here with the dirty water before dipping your brush into, or your mop into, the clean water. So I like this better than like a regular bucket because you can separate the clean and the dirty water, put your cleaner in there, and release more clean water as you go. It's actually fairly affordable too. I think it's like 35 bucks compared to like a regular just plain mop that's gonna be like just a few dollars cheaper than that. But I really like using this. I'll have it linked below, and then when I get into my bathroom, I'll just go in with a Swiffer since that's like a little bit easier. So I've been using the O-Cedar mop for a few months now. It is a bit more cumbersome than a Swiffer Wet Jet. I typically will use the Swiffer or throughout the week if I just want to clean certain areas really quickly, and then I'll do a deep clean with the O-Cedar mop weekly. We have 2 dogs. They run in and out of the house all day long. Sometimes we have people over, and I like to make sure our floors are really clean, and it takes a little bit of time, but it's definitely worth it because the O-Cedar mop definitely gets a really deep clean. But I still like the Swiffer for day to day, and especially for cleaning the kitchen quickly throughout the week. All right, so we're moving into our theater room. This is probably the room we use the most for watching TV, movies, pretty much every day. We also keep the majority of our dog toys in here, so there's a bunch of dog toys everywhere. One thing that I've been meaning to do for quite a while now is dusting all of the lights. We have these overhead lights that we dim depending on like different show settings. Sometimes we'll keep them like dim like that or have all of the lights on. So I'm gonna dust all of that. Vacuum this couch. This couch gets like the messiest because we always have our dogs running around on it and we're always hanging out down here. And then clean up the table as well, just vacuum throughout the room. And then also put all the dog toys away, even though they'll probably end up back on the floor in a little bit. But I like to have this little basket down here for all of the dog toys because they like to play with them while we're watching all the shows. So this is my favorite room in our home. It's the room we use the most. It definitely can get dusty, so I try to dust it pretty regularly, all of the surfaces, especially the coffee table. It's a gorgeous marble coffee table, but it collects dust so easily, so I'll go over it a few times a week. And then one thing I'm not gonna be doing here, but you can see the last time I did it, we have these cushion panels throughout the room that help with sound, and you can see the last time I vacuumed them, I try to vacuum them probably quarterly to make sure they don't collect any dust as well. Especially we're getting into like allergy season. I do get pretty bad allergies, so I want to make sure I get any dust out of the room. And sometimes I'll actually put my air purifier in this room for a few days to try to filter out the air too. So the last room I wanted to tackle is our primary bathroom. I'll do a deep clean of this room weekly, and then I try to upkeep it throughout the week. I always make a mess anytime I do my hair, so I always like to put everything away just so the surfaces stay organized. Just wipe everything down with Windex, the mirrors, the countertops. And then in this bathroom, I especially like to just use my Swiffer Wet Jet just because it's super quick and easy. I shed a lot whenever I'm doing my hair, so it's easy to pick up all of the hair and stuff as I'm cleaning. And that is the overview of my weekly cleaning routine. Let me know what routines you would like to see next. I also share in-depth cleaning routines of specific rooms on my TikTok. And I'll also link all of the products I mentioned today, all of my favorite cleaning products, organization products. They'll be linked below. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And I'll talk to you soon in my next video.